What's up, team? So what an amazing day, right? I mean, in the morning we went over some stocks and we gave you guys the hints of what might happen. Not that we knew what was going to happen, but just some hints. We went over some stocks that might run and what may happen with them, and they did end up running most of them. So let's just go over them. SPY clearly broke down, did not hold the support level, is below it, is closed at 450. So let me just delete these comments. 462.04 was not met. We closed right here near this little minor support. Next is all the way towards 450 and 450-ish around here, and we likely do visit this area. And then we also have this area that we likely visit in the coming weeks. All right, but for now, let's see what the market gives us on Monday. A lot of uncertainty. I have no idea what's going to happen, if we're going to get positive news, if we're going to get negative news, or if they're just going to bring the market down for certain reasons, right? We do have the 50 DMA just near this support level, so that could be a key. So that could be the key, that around this support level, we touch the 50 DMA and then reverse back up. And if we break below it, then obviously they bring it down toward the 200 DMA, which is also all these gap fills to the downside. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that if the market does that, and as long as you're managing proper, you're not in with heavy sizes. Qs, same thing, just holding on to support, and I believe tech may be a little bit more stronger, but let's see. So far holding support. Next level we do have 381, which also will happen to be 50 DMA by the time it gets here. Break of that, we have all these gap fills and the 200 DMA, so anything is possible. IWM on the daily, we closed below 200 DMA. Stay out of it, in my opinion. Platinum Stacks, a great call on it. And on the weekly, we are just near the 200 MA, right? We closed right at the 50 DMA, right? So do we hold above this next week, or do we break below and test this support level at 210? All right, retest completely failed. I explained my reasoning sometime back why I did not want to go long IWM just yet. I wanted a proper hold. I was okay buying IWM at 240 if it went to 240, because I do believe in buying option at a higher price with more confirmation, right? Some stocks, Pfizer, just an absolute run, weekly, very strong. It's a 2-decade chart in play. We went over the monthly chart, right? And this was a record highs today, right? Pfizer was at record highs today, and on the monthly, I think 60 comes pretty fast. 60 comes fast. This chart is very bullish, and we likely see 60 in the coming days and weeks, in my opinion. All right, there's nothing more bullish than this monthly candle, and plus with the news that we're having now with the new variant, and Pfizer made some comments today, if you were going through the news, that they're trying to develop a vaccine within 100 days, right? So that's pretty bullish. So let's see. Moderna, on the monthly, trying to make a reversal. We have 2 more days to go, but on the daily, there are calls that T called out sometime back here. Turkey, congrats, you held those calls, nailed over 1,000%, I believe. They went up to $50 today, or 87, I think, whatever they went up to. But they were called right here, and a great move. And now the key is just holding the 50 DMA if we can, and then this can obviously continue running with the current news. But those that took profits, congrats. BNTX was also a strong one today. And towards the end of the day, there was some selling with some headlines that we were getting that it's not as that serious or whatever they were. I still need to look into those news. So at the end of the day, there was some selling in the vaccine stocks as well, right? Zoom did not gap up. It did not, it gapped up, but it did not continue the direction that I wanted to go to. And we waited the entire day. I actually wanted to play Zoom, but I just was not getting that move that I wanted, right? So so on the opening price, they completely dipped, and I was waiting for Zoom to at least take out this 227, 225 level on one of these moves, but it kept failing. It failed here too. It did not hold. So why rush into it, right? If Zoom had gotten here towards 230, 232, that would have showed strength, and then it would have made more sense to play to the upside. All right, but for now, it just gave up gains. T-Doc, same thing, gave up gains and no real strength in it after. All right, and then Amazon, we always teach you, don't have FOMO. 36.20 was the key. It was holding well for the first 5 minutes, but then boom, in the last 1 minute of the first 5 minutes, they just brought it right back down. And then all day, there was nothing but weakness, right? And now, technically, if we go on the daily chart on Amazon, I'm not worried. I'm still holding my positions long. I'm just going to let this price action play. If it can go 100 points down, it can go 100 points up if it really wants to, if the monthly stands true and if the weekly stands true. Same thing, just like Pfizer did, right? So far, the retest of the breakout failed. They closed right between this level. On Amazon, 3,400 is very critical, but right now we're above 3,500. On Monday, I would like to see 3,500 hold and reverse to the upside. Those that bought puts, congrats. I mean, it can work out, but it's just playing in a chop zone, right? You have to be very disciplined when those. I know some of you guys bought puts. If it does not work out on Monday, just make sure you guys have your stop losses. And if we do gap down over the weekend, you're gonna bank and you're gonna nail a lot on Amazon, because they likely will retest the 50 DMA and 200 once more, unless they wanna fail it completely. So let's see what kind of news we get over the weekend. I sat on my hands, did not do much except take some profits on Pfizer and SC. The play on SC, guys, one thing. So here, this was I'm just gonna go over what I did on SC towards the end of the day for some of you guys to understand. So we were in these calls. They were trading at $5 at the end of the day. I scaled out a lot of profits. So what I did, the same strike, same expiry, 330 calls were going for 270, 280 fills, right? Now listen to this very carefully. My 320s are F5. I'm up huge on them. I did not want to sell those because I believe I can get more on those calls. So what I did to protect myself, the 330 calls are now going for 270, 280. This 270, 280 covers my principal on my entry right here, and plus leaves me with profits, right? And if SC decides to dip here or go sideways, for example, right? If it goes sideways, basically what happens to my position is these might come down to maybe 450 or 4. These calls will come down to maybe $1.50 or something. So basically my calls stay the same price. I can now maybe buy these back at $1.50 if I want to, and then hold this to continue going back to 5, right? So it gives me protection, right? And if SC completely fails, let's say SC goes down and there's a limit down, it goes down, these calls will obviously go down by a lot, but by selling these calls, I've locked in my principal and profits on my position, right? And my max profits here is, you guys all know how to do this. It's 330 minus 320. If SC keeps going up, well, you know what? My spread value will keep going up, so I'm not worried, because these calls, the 320s will gain more premium and delta than the 330. So the value here is still worth 10, right? So I sold these at 270, so I keep the 270, and let's say SC keeps going up into expiry, I hold it. That's $2.70 plus 10, right? That's $12.70 in profits in total, okay? So that's the reason I sold SC, just to protect myself into the weekend, and some I'm holding my calls alone. SC is a great play. I do think we see this range of 310 to 315, and then I'll see what to do with my position there. But I already scaled out, which was good. And Shop also, guys, gave up gains right in the morning. It was strong, but it gave up gains. So just don't buy these stocks just yet. Somebody asked for Melly also. It is at a good support level, right? Melly is at a strong support level, right? But 200 DM is way back or above it. The next support level which we have is all the way right here in this zone, which is 1100, 1200. And I do want to buy Melly here, but why buy it with all these news going around? So for now, the smart ones will, I think, just sit on hand, save your cash. Next week, I think we'll be given some opportunities with all this volatility in the market. And volatility, if you're on the right side, even for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can double, triple your money, right? And just gotta wait patiently for it. And if you're not sure, if you're having FOMO, just sit on cash. That's all you need to do. And guys, we'll keep this nice and short. And let's see what we have next week on Monday, right? I'm gonna do a lot of research and studying over the weekend for this new COVID variant and what we can play. And I hope you will too. And that's pretty much it. And guys, there's no reason one should wipe out their account. I mean, the one thing that we teach you guys is position sizing and managing your account. Going all in, I mean, why do it? It's not a casino. I'd rather go to a casino, bet on red or black or something, you know? So going all in the options world is not going to help you at all. In the long run, you will end up getting your gains. So manage your position sizing, watch our sessions. A lot of managing tips are given there. And you can always message me personally on the site if you're having FOMO or something that you don't understand. I can always try to help you with whatever I can. Thank you. Have a great week. Enjoy, stay safe, and do some studying over the weekend. And I'll announce the next session on teaching sometime over the weekend. Take care, guys.